Welcome to Kolorflow Conversations, where we flow freely, speak boldly, and connect colorfully. I am Yukisha, and this is
Takesha,
and welcome to our girl chat. We're finally on one accord.
Yes.
Did y'all miss us last week? Listen, I believe that we have gotten to the point where if it's something going on, then we not going to rush it or anything like that. We just go with the flow.
Yes, I definitely feel like that. We're really flowing freely.
Yeah, and I like that we flow freely
I
that.
like that too. I mean, I enjoy, and when we was on it,
Mhm.
but I'm wondering now if we were putting too much pressure on ourselves without even realizing it.
That's a good, but you know what? When people first start something anyway, you know that there's always an excitement, and not saying there's not an excitement anymore because I truly, this is one of the best things I do and I enjoy it. But I think that you do put a lot of pressure on yourself to try and make it um, be what so-called the best. And when you do that, sometimes it can become performative.
Yeah.
And I believe that we are not performative people. So now that we've been doing this for 2.5 years, it's like we kind of just go with the flow of what's going on at
And
time.
I definitely agree with that. Definitely not performative. And I think that this also keeps it, authentic.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's funny because people will be like, y'all didn't record last week or y'all didn't record today. And I'll be glad to hear that because it lets me know that people actually are like watching and look forward to it. And but if y'all ever see that we missed a week, it ain't like it's a big deal. It's just
it's like, I don't want to record today. We ain't recording today. It's like, okay, see you next week.
Basically, yes. It's like, oh, I got some stuff going on today, and I'll be like, okay, I'll see you next week. But in the beginning, we never, it was like, even when we had bad days.
Yes, remember I was in a gray sweatpants,
but
for weeks.
When you went through your gray sweatpants season, though, I always believe that those were meant to be because not only was it probably helpful for you, I believe it was helpful for somebody else.
I definitely agree too. Because we are so performative in the world.
Yeah.
That it's good to see, like, you know what?
When somebody's struggling,
Yeah. I hate that misery loves company type of phrase, but I feel like now when I look at that misery love company, not like I want you to be miserable with me, but see that you are not alone and look forward to that crossing over to the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you've definitely, anybody who's been watching us from the beginning have definitely seen me for sure in all different types of seasons emotionally.
Yeah, I definitely believe that because it was them during that time. You could have easily been like, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I ain't feeling it.
And it was always helpful for me too, and not saying like missing last week was just like not a big deal. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I enjoy this. It's very helpful, but I do like how it's now it's not pushing. Like, we got to do this. We got to do this. Like,
I believe that we talk about the great sweatpants season, but I believe we've always put our mental health first. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that when it comes to our mental health or whatever it is, we take it very, very seriously, and a lot of people try to cover that up.
Yeah,
and we don't do that.
Yeah.
So, and the misery love company though thing, it's like,
I think when people say that, the interpretation is the situations where it's like somebody bringing you down and y'all both down, like, you just want me to be miserable because you miserable.
Yeah.
And not that I can look and learn from that, because doing those gray sweatpants, like, I was miserable, and like now here today I am not in gray sweatpants. I don't even know where they at.
That's because you got a lot of clothes. But
okay. Next topic.
Yeah, yeah, you got a lot of clothes, but you know, you probably won't see them sweatpants for another 2
For a long
years.
time.
Yeah, hey, but once you came out of them, it was like, hey, I don't need these no more.
Yep.
Mm-mm. I even though I be having my days too, I don't know if I want to use the word. I don't show what I'm going through because you obviously know when I'm going through something, but everybody handle it very differently.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for the most part, especially people that are regularly in your lives, you know what I'm saying? Like even when your coworkers may come to work or someone you see in passing, it's
Yeah,
just like you
yeah,
can tell something is a little different, even if they're not pouring their heart out or crying all day long.
yeah, yeah,
It's just that I'm just overly water, so I'm just was always just crying and woe is me, and I
yeah,
can't take it because
yeah.
I got the dramatics with it too.
Ah, we're not performative. And I used to probably be, I'm not going to say the word probably. I definitely was performative before in my past, for real. I don't know if you've ever been performative, but a people pleaser is always performative. So, and to be released from that feels great that I don't have to do that, especially be authentically not performative around my friends. You know.
I don't know if I've been performative. I probably have been in family like settings because that's where all my people pleasing stuff come from.
Ah,
So I'm
yes.
pretty sure that I did. But
Yes.
I think my biggest thing that I finally leaped over the hurdle was looking for that outside validation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm posting, waiting to like who gonna like it, and then or if I'm sad, like I ain't get no likes, or it's one like
Mm-hmm.
versus like
Who
who
cares?
cares? Like if this is just what you want to put out there, just put this out there for whoever, and it don't even matter.
But it, but do you think that you were looking for outside validation because you've always, and this is more so family than friends, because I feel like mostly your friends have always kind of shown you that how they feel about you. But do you think that that outside validation was partly also because you wanted to see or visually get their love?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like my, versus the half empty versus half full.
Mm-hmm.
It was like right now I think it's a half full, where before it was the half empty, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like looking for whoever to like geek me up to make me feel better, where it's just like now I'm pouring all of that into myself that I
Mm-hmm.
don't need an outside source.
Yeah, same. Same. Yeah. I feel you on that. Absolutely. I definitely used to look for validation in um all areas, probably more so than not really so much family. Not really so much family, friends and school and relationships I was in. I definitely wanted validation. Family, I don't think it bothered me as much. I felt like when I look at my family, we and when I say family, I'm not talking about just immediate. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
got a lot of cousins and stuff. I think I always felt like we all were okay. I was okay,
Mm-hmm.
in the eyes of cousins and aunts and uncles. I don't think that I was ever looking for validation with them. Um, but with other people, because I was sharing with my daughter, I think it was this week or last week, that I was bullied in school. So when you're bullied, especially from elementary school to middle school, I wasn't really bullied in high school because our school was small, and I think it was a blessing that I was sent to that school. But I was definitely bullied, so I was always looking for validation to not be bullied like that. And that really was a big deal for me. I wasn't really bullied in my family. I don't. I don't think I was bullying my family. If I was, I probably was bullying them back.
That's funny.
Sorry, y'all.
That is funny. You always crack me up with that. Sorry, y'all.
I probably was, because I just felt like we all were siblings. It felt like we all were siblings. So, it wasn't like a big deal. But, definitely outside of that, I wanted validation from people. Social media, when I first got on it, once I understood it, yeah, I know I wanted it because the business I was in, I wanted people to like the pictures and, make think that was going to give me the business.
But I think that's what I was about to say. Like, but it wasn't, it was a different perspective. It was, you wanted people to like the pictures so it could get out there and reach and bring you in business, not to give you the confidence in your work.
Well, a little bit my confidence in my work too.
Really?
Yeah, I would say, even though I didn't feel like I ever lacked confidence, but
there's levels to that.
It's levels to it. When you look at your work versus somebody else's work, I'll be like, dang, I need to learn how to do that, or something like that. Where I don't know if that's lacking confidence or just wanting to be better. But I always felt like I needed my pictures to be perfect so people would like
you
it.
Definitely
You remember
did.
that?
I will never forget that.
I needed.
Oh my goodness.
And do you know, this is why when you have really grown. I have not posted pictures of clients in a long time, and I'm grateful that I still have a functioning business, because a lot of people think that their business really come off posting pictures, but a lot of my pictures come off of word of mouth, people just doing a Google search, finding me, and I stay busy enough for me. So I take pictures still of clients, sometimes not even all the time. I used to be a stickler about the pictures, and it's levels to validation. I wanted the pictures to be perfect, but now I've gotten to a place where I'm like, I haven't posted a picture in so long, and people have asked me about it. I'm like, let me start by posting pictures, because I got pictures in my phone of people that been sitting there for a year. Sorry, y'all. But before, it was like we was talking about, the pressure of when we first started doing the podcast. I felt that pressure to have pictures. I got to post pictures. I got to get the pictures out there. And now it's not like that. I flow,
and it's still growing organically without even putting all that effort, so to speak, into it.
And not saying I don't have to put effort into my business. I feel like the effort comes when the client get in my chair and the experience that they're going to have with me. Rather than a picture.
I meant that constant effort on feeling like you gotta market, or schedule posts. Like, I need to put this 3 days a week, and
because I was, I was a stickler about that. But I'm grateful that,
like, I don't have nothing to post this week.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Well, not terrible, because some people, I don't want to discourage anybody who does that, because it does drive business, more, and maybe I should do it more. But I think I just got to a place where my focus have been on other things, where God just blessed me to just continue to stay busy.
So you can be able to stay busy and focus on what you need to.
Absolutely.
I think that it should be, I don't know how to say this, like, I guess, like a core when you are creating content, because I remember, like, years ago when I first got on Facebook, when I first was on Instagram, and I just used to post. I didn't care what nobody was saying. I didn't care if I knew if it was true, false, I didn't care if anybody liked my stuff. I just was on there like, whoever it gravitates to, it does. And I'm just posting and I'm moving on. And then I remember, and I'm pretty sure you're going to remember this too, like, my one Instagram page, the closet piece, like, this closet piece page now is not the original closet piece page.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Instagram shut my page down.
Oh.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, I remember when I first was doing it and I was, doing the clothes and outfits and stuff, it's like me reading a book. It was just so
Yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah.
And I was doing it as a pastime, really regulating my nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
But then, Keisha, it became to where I was seeing more people do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember specifically this one lady, her created her page after me. And I'm like, our stuff is so much similar,
Mm-hmm.
but her followers skyrocketed.
Yeah, yeah. And
I'm,
then
I'm,
you
I,
second
I
guess
even
yourself.
called you like,
Yeah,
what am I doing? Like,
yeah.
why is this? So it came less about me doing this
To enjoy
for
it. Yeah.
enjoyment. Whoever reached out to me, wanted styling, whatever. It shifted from that to how can I get where everybody else is? How
That
can I
part.
push this into a bigger business
Yeah.
where I look at now, like I truly, my son asked me this like a couple of weeks ago. And a couple of weeks started, I think about it was like last summer. Because we was outside going for a walk. And he was just like, if I could stop doing my job now, would I get back into styling? Like if I had the opportunity to do that full time, would I want to do it? And I
Mm-hmm.
told him no.
Mm.
And he was just like, are you serious? I was like, no. I said, I'm like, I have a heart for fashion, but I realize for me, I like what I like. So if I was to do this full time, I need a client that just has my vision. Like what's his name? Lawrence in the Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I would have to do that. It's can't like I don't want to go to you, to you, to you,
Mm-hmm.
to you
Mm-hmm.
because I just realized that I have this particular style. And I'm like, and I just don't want to, do that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
now I know at the core what I want to do. I said, I still enjoy it. I want to show up at the office helping you through your problems, coaching
Mm-hmm.
you with my flyers outfit on.
I know that's right.
That's how I see it. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, I remember that old version of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to the me that I didn't even, recognize. And then the more I'm like, oh, people not even growing on my following. And even with Facebook, I remember I had a whole bunch of Facebook friends. Then one day I was just like, I don't even talk to these people. Forget these people. Erase. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Unfriended
Mm-hmm.
everybody. And then I got to where I was just like, why did I get to the point to where I was taking this way more
Yeah.
serious
And
than
yeah.
what it was?
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I'm still there to today. I
Mm.
haven't even grown. Ooh, excuse me. You know
I
I used to burp all the time.
Yeah, and you hadn't done it in a month. That's so funny. You used to do it every week.
I'm
Kicking
like,
it.
and it still ain't came. Okay.
But no, you know what? I can attest to that as well because I think that was a thing for me because you see so many makeup artists or skincare specialists that are so super popular and people trying to grow their following. And I was doing that. And I'm like, you can get like discouraged because why do they got 100,000 and you got 2,000? And I was like, why is that important to me when I literally have a solid client base that comes see me, women that's been coming to see me since I've been working, you know, right in my dining room, and they still come. And even when I've raised my prices, they never questioned me. They continue to come. I've been doing some of the same girls since they were in high school, and now they're adults with children. So I'm like, why am I doing that when I can treat my solid client base that I have just like the celebrity that I've gotten calls for that don't want to pay me.
Mm-hmm.
They want to give me a shout out, but the shout out don't pay my mortgage.
Right.
I was like, you know what? I have a solid client list that treat me and love me and be there for me and come in and we have a good time and they have a great experience. And let me focus on that. And as new people come, they're going to get that same experience. So I don't care about like numbers of followers or being an influencer or being a celebrity makeup artist or whatever. Because a lot of people ask me, you ever did a celebrity? And I'd be wondering why is that question important, but again, we are a performative society. And so if I did a celebrity, then it'll be like, oh, but I I'm I've done a celebrity. Every client I see is a celebrity.
Yes. I remember someone I knew went to get their hair done by a young lady that was doing cash doll hair at the time. And I will never forget this because she was just like, yeah, I'm going to the girl that do cash doll hair. And I was confused. Like I'm a little slow. Like I didn't understand what
the
that
big
meant.
deal was, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
but
you about to be on the track. You know what I'm saying?
We live in a city where
everybody think that
everybody is a celebrity.
I know 10 people and I'm a celebrity.
Yes, everybody. So I get why she said that because and that's one of the things I actually love about our city is they gonna put it on and everybody is like, I'm somebody, what up?
Yeah, but yeah, so she was so excited. And then when she got her hair done, she didn't even like it. But I told her, I said, if you were not going to probably get that same treatment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying that that's right or wrong, but it's just like you wasn't about to,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. If I go to Louis Vuitton, they ain't going to treat me like they treat me for real.
No.
Like, this is just, you know what I'm saying? This is just what it is.
When we go to Louis Vuitton, they looking at me like, why you in here? Because they don't know if I got it or not. I mean, well, they really probably think I don't, but they looking at you like you wasting our time.
So it was just like, but like I said, I've definitely grown, but I wish I was that original version of me when I was just getting on there for fun versus when I went to and like I said, when I look back, it was just like, I just did that for enjoyment.
It was fun.
And then sometimes when people would reach out and would want to be styled, I didn't even want to help them. That's the other crazy part where it was just like, this was just something that you was enjoying. But I think I was just like, moving into that era where everybody is an influencer and everybody's doing their own business and doing this, where it was just like, I think it was more of that copycat momentum than anything. And like now when I get on social media, I just be irritated and it bring out the devil in me judging everybody like, why you post that? Why you say that? Why you this?
Social media.
So it's just like, that's why I don't. But at the same time, Keisha, and correct me if I am wrong, I truly believe, and I know a lot of people on Facebook and post up because they trying to get their Facebook checks, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I truly believe that some things that go on that is turning into content shouldn't be. I feel like there's certain things that we really should reflect on, like, do I need to put this out here? You know what I'm saying? Or why am I doing this? Like, if I post this, do I feel like it's going to help somebody? Or do I feel like I'm posting this because I want somebody to feel a certain way? And I'll use me as an example. Like when my mom first passed and I was doing, like, I don't even know what day it is, but I used to be like, it's day 1037, and I would make my post. I was never doing that to get attention, for somebody to be like, I understand, I'm sorry, you need me, I'm here. For me, writing is my way of releasing it and being able to move on. And I also wanted to document it. I really did want people out there who were struggling like me and maybe never spoke about it to be able to see, like, you're not alone, but it was never from a place of I'm trying for people to gravitate to me to make me feel better, But then it's like other posts, it's just like, so what's the core? And it's just like, is it something wrong when you're posting solely to get the validation attention? And that's why I'm like, I know right now I'm cute today. Okay. But I would feel like if I took my selfie and posted it on Facebook, what you doing that for? Are you doing that because you cute today, you haven't been on there, you want everybody to see that you're doing well? Are you doing it because you want people to tell you that you cute?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you doing that when you're not even active and that's not even something
That
that
you
you do?
Yeah.
And even if I was active like I used to be, it's just like at the core, why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I remember summer 16, that's summer of my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm documenting and putting everything,
Mm-hmm.
like we out here, we outside. And a part of me was like, I'm shitting on y'all doing everything I want to do.
You was out a lot that summer.
Yes.
You was hanging.
And then the other part of me was like, I do want to document and remember these moments for memory, but I think the more percentage of me higher real life, and this ain't, and that's how I know social media is bad, because this is not even who I am as a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do and buy what I like and enjoy, not to brag and boast. But when it comes to that one particular app, that blue app, I turn into, yeah. You see how close Beyonce was to me in 2016?
Oh God, yeah, I feel you. I'm telling you. I think when I post my mom, I did it for memories, because I go in there and look every day. Like right now, we just passed on the fifth year she passed, but like right now, I see a lot of people. I read a lot of people's posts during that time, so I did a lot of that for memories.
And that's another thing that I really liked about going on there and looking at my memories and stuff. But like I said, it's just I really feel like we as a people, and especially with our kids growing up being iPad app kids, whatever we want to call them, like, is this really, why are we doing this?
Yeah. And social media is pros and cons. It's pros because I love that I can connect with my family from everywhere. Like, seriously, I connect and I see their children, they see mine. I love that fact. I love that I could connect with people from school or that I haven't seen in years. But I can't not stand to see unnecessary stuff. I don't unnecessary or something that I think probably is inappropriate or something. I just be like, oh, it's kind of cringy to me. So I just, I'm a good scroll buyer though. I don't comment on nothing really ever. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I barely like stuff. I will like stuff, but I'm not a commenter. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not giving my opinion. Um, I'm not giving it my energy.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I will not deactivate my page like I used to. I want to keep it active just because I do know, like how you say, the out of town family or anything, like it's definitely a way where you can still reach me. Like I got Messenger up, on my phone. I ain't logged into Facebook. I have to purposely log in, and sometimes I do because I just want to visit my mom page or look at the memories and look at the pictures and stuff that she have on her page that I don't have in my phone. But I know personally that particular social media app is a trigger, and I haven't grown enough to be on there.
And that's funny because a lot of people probably wouldn't know that about you because, when it comes to social media or people or whatever, you don't appear to be bothered. But that app does bother you still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does.
It brings out that side of me that I don't even want to exist. that it's just like, where's this coming from? This is this little girl that's still like begging for attention or something. Like I don't know. And I want to be this 50-year-old woman.
You hear that music starting?
Yes.
Alexa, turn the music off. I told my friend the other day that randomly my Alexa started playing. She announces it. She calls it wind down music at the same time every day. And I didn't do it. And my daughter says she didn't do it. And we don't know how it happens, but it comes on. And we didn't stop it. We just let it, let it play. I would have let it play this time, but it was a little loud. But so I don't think it's coincidences though.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
like,
either. I don't either. I think that was telling me like, yes, sis, stay off that blue app.
like that was confirmation. Like stay off of it.
Because like I said, I kept my because when I was running the main closet piece, I had another one too, like as my backup page or whatever. So I had just renamed it, but I kept it because it comes in handy to go look on Instagram and stuff. Like, how else am I gonna follow Nevadius? Like, I have to go on there.
Not the government name. That's the first time I ever heard you say the government name. Okay.
So I have to go on there. Then, like just whatever. Like when you looking for somebody to do hair stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's the source of that. It doesn't trigger me. It's not at all. I'm not posting.
It's not a trigger for you at all.
It's not a trigger for me at all. But I also am not like really following anybody. When I get on there, it's really like explore page or whatever I'm looking for. So it doesn't trigger me. And TikTok, I love TikTok.
Yeah, I don't really be on Instagram at all. Really.
Like when I go on Instagram, it's really for a purpose. Like you said, he bought 26 Chanel.
I told you that. Did you go in there to look?
Girl, I did. But his daughter's birthday is like 2 days after mine.
I know he didn't buy her 26 Chanel.
But I was just like, so did he get her all this stuff? Did he get his mom some stuff? Did he get his sister some stuff?
How old is his daughter?
Some stuff? I don't know.
She grown? Teenager?
I think she might be after teenage, like early, like, cause I feel like she been.
Anytime I see that he do something, I have to let you know. I was like, girl, your future husband bought 26 Chanel bags.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
And I didn't even see that on Instagram.
Girl, that's why I was just like, so now I got to go on here and search him and look, because my whole explore page is him.
Is it?
Yeah. If you used to go on there right now, it's, first of all, yesterday, and this is how we do. Yesterday, my friend sent me a link to look at something. And when I went to click on it, you know how typically it take you straight to the link? No, mine took me to my home page, which had this fake thing about him being in concert. And I was like, no, I'm good on doggone well. I don't never want to see that man in concert again unless I'm standing in backstage.
I still be wondering not how. He just don't seem like your type. He seemed like your type, but he don't seem like your type, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
You know exactly what I mean.
Yes.
I'm like, I just don't. I thought at some point you was going to be over it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, so my whole explore page is him. And you know who else is on there?
Who?
Rihanna. Those be the only two. And then like little random stuff.
Yeah.
Like as mega as Beyonce is.
She's on my explore page.
She's not on mine.
She's on mine.
So I get on TikTok and I see like, oh, she had this sacred event, but I don't see none of that on there, you know, if I go. But yeah, so I go on there to.
That's the place I go because I like celebrity news. I do go on Instagram for that. That's the only thing. I don't scroll so if I don't like anybody's stuff, it's sorry because I don't be looking at nobody's stuff.
Yep.
I just literally go on there to get my little news and then I get on off. That's it.
Yeah.
I may post in the stories a little bit every now and then, but I be forgetting to post on there actually. I really do. But yeah.
I wonder if like I'm gonna be heartbroken if he come out with like
A wife?
a wife? Am I gonna cry?
When I think about you liking him, it always takes me back to when we talked about that lotus. And
You know I have no clue what you're talking about. I literally am like lotus, like the tattoo on my neck.
The flower, how
like out the mud.
Yes. And only and it makes me think it makes me think about, I gotta go even further back to Baby Boo Bay. And only because it was like a project almost.
I resurrected him from the dead yesterday in a conversation.
Did you?
Yes. And I was like, I hate to do this because this person is dead, but yeah, and now here
dead.
we go.
Now you say dead.
Okay, Lord. I don't mean it literally because the universe is always listening.
Yes, please. But it was like a project though. And I feel like that person would be almost like a project. Like you see beneath the surface of what everybody see and know, and you like, there's something good under there. I gotta bring it out.
So
even though I know you hear the good stuff in the music though, that everybody else probably look over.
Yes.
They hear the drugs
beat and
the beat and the yeah.
I don't know if I felt like, I really hate I gave him that name because it's so freaking cute to me. And I just can't call nobody else no more again.
Yes, you can.
I cannot. My Nevadius cannot be Baby Boo Bay.
Because he's future husband.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like
once he's husband, you can't say Baby Boo Bay.
Yeah. Like I guess he's just gonna be future husband the whole the whole infinity and beyond. But I feel like he came into my life to show me that it is possible for me to love someone.
And the crazy thing about that is me, and I don't know if I'm the only friend who feels like this about him with you. I feel like he loved you, but he didn't have the capacity to show it, be that, person. I don't think he knew what to do. And that brings me to the question of, if a person has not seen it or in their life, if they haven't seen a good relationship, if they haven't experienced that, if they don't have it in their family or friends or their friends,
or they experienced something and it broke them and they didn't recover.
They didn't recover. Like, do they ever have that capacity will they ever learn? How will they learn to do that? Because I truly believe he loved you. And when I really, really learned it, I'm about to say, don't you?
Is it the heat situation?
Two situations.
Oh, okay.
Because the heat situation really blew me. But actually, when your mama passed, and
really,
when he showed up before anybody at the funeral home, and I was like,
see, that's how you know I be slow. Because I'm like, you took that as like a supportive, like I care for her and I want to be here for her.
What did you take it as?
This?
No. I took it as that.
I'm like, I didn't even tell you.
Which means he did research to be there. Not even to be all up in your mix though, just to let you know. To me, that was love, to let you know I am here for you. But at the same time, he didn't have the capacity to do it in a not silly way.
I see. I get it now.
You see what I'm saying?
It makes sense in my head now. Like he was meeting me where he was at. Where it was just like, because nobody can tell me, he can't even tell me that he didn't care about me.
Oh,
like nobody can.
He wouldn't tell you that now because we know he do.
I'm like, that could never happen. But I see what you're saying, where, because me, I'm just like, why is he here? Why is he doing it?
Yeah.
But I didn't like now how I'm like you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now, how when I tried, I never looked from his perspective.
It's almost like putting yourself in that person's shoes.
Yes. So now that I do that quite often before I try and make a drastic decision or whatever, I wasn't that person then. So I never did that then. And it just looked like he was doing stuff to aggravate me when it was really, that was how he could show me that he cared.
That's the only way he knew how.
And because my relationship seriousness of relationships experience was limited, it was also very new, because I remember in the beginning, he was just like, I don't know what you want me to do. It's just like, I'm already kissing your ass. I call you, I do this. Like, what do you want me to do?
Let's go back to the heat situation though. It was a storm and your power was out. And it was a winter time.
They're the winter.
And he could have went home, went somewhere else where it was warm, and he stayed in that cold house with you.
Yes, because I was like, I'm not leaving the house. I remember my son packed him up and the dog. It was like, I'm like, I'm not leaving my house, like my treasures. I'm not like.
I couldn't believe you ain't leave the house, but you did not leave that house.
I love my house. I ain't care. I'm like, we got some blankets. I ain't leaving my house.
He stayed in that freezing cold. And and when we talked about it, you and I, you made it like, yeah, he stayed. It was like, whatever. And I'm like, you remember even now that I still be like, he stayed there? In the cold?
Like, yeah, like what he was gonna do?
I believe that he did. He showed it in the only way he knew how. There was no further way that he could have shown you, just based on where he was at in his life.
Yeah. But my walk away from that was definite. Like, oh, I do have the capacity to love, because it's something like, as a kid, I pictured that I was going to have a house in Grosse Pointe, or I was going to live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or Manhattan, New York, and I was going to be a therapist, and I was going to have a son. Sadly, I never bring no man into it.
That is wild.
Yes. But as I grew, and was dating, and it was just like, I had people that I really liked, but I think at the core, I was always just still scared of it. But he broke through whatever wall that had that fear. He chopped it down, and I didn't have a fear. It was just like, oh, I really want this. But we weren't yoked at the time.
No.
But it definitely opened my eyes to like, oh, I can be with somebody every day.
Even think about the stuff he used to bring you when we would, our mind would be on something else, like he should be bringing this, but he would literally be bringing you tons of the same thing that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she like this, I'm just going to get 500 of them.
And I used to be like, this nigga just trying to get me. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get me fat. So won't nobody like me but him.
We forget we in conversation with each other. But yeah. Think about that. I literally go back and think about like previous relationships and that I've been in, or situations I've been in, and I believe that when it's right, when that person has the capacity to love you the way you want and deserve to be loved, and not just how they know how.
And I truly believe when, like, I'm going to use us as an example. I believe that we are constantly trying to become better. I believe that we're open to hear, am I wrong? And not that fake, am I wrong? Or you just telling me your side and I agree and you never really see it, so give it to me real. But I think that because of that, life shifts to where it really only attracts people
that's gonna do
that's
that.
gonna do that, and that better version of for us, where it's just like, I ain't gotta go out here and be out here and do whatever, because I'm literally, just like how you said with your business, you're literally doing nothing and attracting a clientele still.
And I believe that
I don't mean like doing nothing.
Yeah, I know what
I
you
mean
mean.
like
yeah. I'm not
pressed
pressured
on marketing
I'm not
constantly.
no. Not saying marketing ain't good, because it is, but I feel like the marketing is the word of mouth.
Yes.
I'm gonna start back posting some pictures.
I just think that when you get to a certain level in life, certain things just kind of work out. Period. Just like kind of work out. And I think back, because I'm pretty sure when you and I were talking that day, that it's a birdie on the porch. That it's a robin. That you were shocked when I told you that 10-year connection that I went through, that I felt like,
that was
back then I was just like, I was so in love, but I was just like, I wasn't.
And nobody could have told me that you weren't in love, but also that's based on where I was at that time, thinking my friend is in love with this dude, when really it was,
And also, I think it was what we thought love was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now at this age,
and this experience, and this on the other side of being healed and working on yourself.
Yes, it's just like, oh yeah, that was just like, no, I really think that was a game that I was trying to
And
win.
I guess that's why I was saying that you've been in relationships before, because when I think about Baby Boo Bay, I believe he loved you and you loved him, but now I understand, but it was only, he only could show it in the
it was like the surface level, because when I think about the relationships, like I think about us doing things together and planning and going out. I would go out and he would just show up where I was at.
Yes, he would. All the time.
Yes.
Everywhere. I don't even doubt that he don't show up now.
Okay, maybe.
Sorry.
Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying.
We are not trying to open this door.
But
I just really, when I think about that, so that's why I felt like, I mean, it was a relationship, so to speak, but not how, and then it was like you broadcasting to everybody else, like, she know what it is what it is. And it's just like, really? For real? Like, that's why I'm like, no, I want someone who respects me enough that's like, this my girl. And he couldn't do that.
Nah.
So that's why I'd be like, yeah, I ain't really, I feel like I've had.
It was hidden because he was there every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the best kept secret. So I just think about like my experiences, and especially in adulthood, not like them little, like that fiasco, or, because I even lived with a man for a short period of time. But I just feel like that too wasn't like, I was just doing something. I wasn't really in a serious, like, one day we just was kicking in, like, let's get an apartment and we live together.
I remember that.
Yeah, we don't live together no more. It was just like, I was never in a serious adult type commitment. And now I know what that looks like. But Baby Boo Bay opened my eyes to that. Like, yes, I really want this with the right person. But if it's not with the right person, I will stand on the hill that I will be cremated and single. Because I am not getting with anybody if it's not feeling me the way I need it.
Preach.
Future husband can knock on your door right now. And if it be like, dang, y'all was right.
Yeah. But
I honestly don't believe that I would attract him because of where I'm at.
Yeah, I definitely am in agreement with you on that. and I told you this the other day. I don't know if it was the other day or last year because we talk about whatever, whenever.
Yeah.
But I am I'll stay single to the grave before I settle again. I've settled to me in every situation I've been in.
Mm-hmm.
Every situation.
And you know what? Sometimes I feel like when we say settle is coming off like it's an attack.
And it's not.
But it's not an attack. It's just the view of I didn't recognize my own self-worth.
Mm-hmm. And because who I settled for in whatever situation may be the non-settling for somebody else. So, and that's fine. But and when I say settle, I think about I compromise.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, it ain't like selling like you less than, but like you said, because
I compromise who I truly am or what I truly deserve or what I want.
Just like me with that. I knew that I mean, when I first started talking to him, I had this guy that I was going out with dating. You know what I'm saying? That is what I wanted. And I stopped to become the stay-at-home hidden girlfriend. Yeah. And then as soon as I stopped talking to him, baby boo bae, he you know, in a relationship publicly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, wow. Mm-hmm. You know, but you couldn't do that for me, which is fine. But like, it was like I was settling because even though I knew this wasn't meeting the standards of what I wanted, mm-hmm. I was still allowing. I'm not going to say settling. I was allowing. Mm-hmm. And now there's certain things that I'm just not going to allow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely allowed a lot. And I can't fault anybody but myself.
Yes, that's why I was just like, I told my sister the other day, and we're coming on the close. This is a good topic too. Like, what do you think about karma? We can't talk about it now. But we were having a conversation and it was and karma came into play. And I was just like, I feel like, excuse me, I feel like I can't want someone to feel a certain way because of how I felt when I look at the bigger picture and realize I taught you how to treat me. Mm-hmm. I taught you that it was okay to bring me $100 worth of candy versus $100 in groceries when I'm cooking for us.
Yes, absolutely.
I showed you that was okay. Mm-hmm. I set up in here and we went and got carry out and came and ate here because I showed you that was okay.
That was okay, yeah. And you never said
and I never said it's not okay. Mm-hmm. I paid for us cringing on the inside because I know I'm not that girl.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely same.
But I allowed it like it was okay. So I can't wish nothing because of how I showed you.
Yeah. And I think about me, I'm like, I was a single mother, taking care of 2 children, and I was helping a man that didn't even have any children with a good job take care of his stuff. Like, make it make sense, Keisha. Mm-hmm. Like, what mm-hmm. I allowed that to be in that relationship with the narcissist. Like,
yes.
I allowed it.
Yes.
I allowed
it. Yeah. Yes. And it's just like, I have no problem supporting mm-hmm. when I'm supported.
That part.
And how I feel about a relationship with a man is how I feel about a relationship with anyone in my life, mm-hmm. which is why certain people in my life, I struggle. Mm-hmm. Because it's just like, I don't know if I really want to do this because I'm not going to be the one constantly pouring. And you expect this of me. Mm-hmm. Mother or not. But you know what I'm saying? Because at some point it's just like,
what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I told my son today, and then we for real can go to a close. I said, I just want you to know that me and my sister are going to run away. And he was just like, oh, it's like, y'all just going to take a trip for the weekend. I was like, nah, we going to run away and we going to leave all y'all kids to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because we done. We tired.
And out of all the kids, who you think gonna figure it out?
Bella.
I was about to say the youngest one.
10.
Yes, I was gonna say the youngest one. Mm-hmm. She gonna put all of them in check and in order. Yeah, absolutely. The rest of them be looking like, what we supposed to do? Mm-mm. Absolutely. That was a great conversation today, friend. Thank you.
Yes, I cannot believe that our conversation that we really talked about.
Because you ain't never really wanted to talk about Baby Boo Back.
I did
on here. You always kind of
I've shared a little bit, but I feel like this is my version.
Is it because you think if he see this, he gonna know you talking about him, or you just didn't really care about that, or you just didn't want to open it up?
I didn't want to open it up because I felt if I opened it up, I was attracting him.
And
yeah. But I also feel like now at the core of it, sometimes we need to see that you need to break away. If it's not serving you how you want it to serve you, you need to break away.
And that's in relationships, friendships, family ships, whatever ships, work ships, whatever. If it's not serving you, you need to break away.
Yes.
So, yes, that's the message for today.
Because I hate sleeping alone.
You know what? She started a whole nother conversation.
And I don't even mean that little nasty part. I mean the warm and buttery body next to me. Okay.
I am
future husband, please hurry.
Listen, listen, subscribe, share. We talked about a lot today. Y'all gotta let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what we talked about. What's the title?
You still stuck on we talked about that.
Yes. But I do feel free.
Good. I'm glad.
I do feel free.
I am glad. That's very good that you feel that you released that today.
Yes. Because for years, I know, like I was angry, but it's like I'm no longer angry because he really played a role in me being who I am today.
There it is.
And I love this version of me.
There it is. We will see you all next week.